We're live.
And
We're
I
live.
think I counted down perfectly.
That was
for
perfect. Good
Yeah.
job, babe.
Nice.
What's up, everybody?
How's
Like
it
2
hanging?
seconds.
Hey, as always, the way that we like to start these live videos is please let us know if you can see us
And hear us.
And hear us okay?
And if you can't, refresh your browser. Oftentimes that's the problem.
And then also let us know in the chat where you're watching from. We like to see where
Oh.
everyone is watching from, please.
Oh, I got confused, but that's mine.
We should be good. We should be good. But let us know. What's up,
It
Alex?
should be good.
Alex in the chat.
Good.
What's
Good.
up? Anthony from Fresno, California.
Cantu. Or you related to Paul?
To Paul. Yes, we can see and hear you. Cool.
Perfect.
Lakeland in the house. What's up, Ben Hawk? How's it going, man?
It's like right down the road from us.
Chilling like a
Very
villain.
cool. Morning, all.
Yeah. All right. So it's good.
Chicago
Like,
here.
It's good. It's cold in
Nice.
Chicago right now. I bet if it's nice and cool here, it's probably like 10 degrees up there.
True.
It's so cold. Like a wind chill of negative 20 or something insane. I'm just making these numbers up. I actually have no idea, but I bet it's cold.
Hi from Kentucky. We just got back from Kentucky.
I liked Kentucky.
Yeah, it was
I
awesome.
did.
People were really nice. We're going to have that video should be done. I got some editing to do on it, but I'm hoping to get it out Thursday. So, but it's going to be a really, really cool video.
Thursday.
So anyway, everyone, as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to give our thoughts on eBay, not eBay. We're going to give our thoughts on Goodwill Selling on eBay. And as we give our thoughts, we also want to hear from you all. What do you think about the different situation?
Sorry, Erica.
Oh, bye, Erica.
Didn't mean to click on your comment.
Oh my gosh, Erica. Wish we didn't get to Atlanta at like 2 a.m.
I know.
Wanted to see you.
Goodwill Selling on eBay isn't new. I've seen some Goodwill stores on eBay and mostly do auctions. 100%. You're absolutely right. So Goodwill has sold on eBay some stores because each store or each region of Goodwill is run independently from the others. And there are some stores that have had eBay stores for years. They also have shopgoodwill.com. So Goodwill Selling online in general is not a new thing. We do know that.
Yeah.
The reason we wanted to make this video is
A lot of people don't know that, first of all.
that they have Shop Goodwill and have eBay stores. Yeah.
Yes.
Some Goodwills, not all Goodwills, but some do. But the reason for this video in particular is because recently there was a post by a company called Hammoq, which they are a listing service. So they list stuff for people online, and they put a post out on their Instagram. And I'm actually just going to read the post. They actually took the post down, but luckily I took a screenshot of it, so I have the post.
We
Sneaky.
thought they were going to take it down because we thought that there might be some backlash.
Yeah, and obviously there was, but I'm going to read this post to you. Also, there's another website that sells. You can like sell shirts on it. It's called Bid Stitch, and they did a full write up on this situation. Like they did an article, pretty good article on it. So shout out to them. And that's where I got the screenshot from because they actually took a screenshot of it. But here's the post that Hammoq Inc. put on their Instagram. The post says, Goodwill joins Hammoq in reimagining re-commerce. Welcome Goodwill of Colorado. We are currently helping Goodwill Colorado scale their business and drive their goals by doing thousands of remote listings a month for them through our AI machine vision and quality assurance team. Our team is processing collectibles, clothing, shoes, electronics, and handbags through their inventory management solution. So that they put that post out. Now, from what I can see for the time being, it seems like it's a trial run with one store in Colorado, Goodwill of Colorado. I don't know if there's multiple stores, but I know for sure it's one particular store. And here's the thing. I have a lot of thoughts on this, but first of all, I don't think it's a great thing that Goodwill's doing that. I hope that it fails miserably and it doesn't continue on. And it's not even so much like Goodwill doing it. The company Hammoq, which I've said this many times in the past, so you can go back and look at my past quotes on this company. When Hammoq first came on the scene, they were paying a bunch of reseller influencers, and I'm not going to name people, but they paid a bunch of people, and those people promoted Hammoq without testing their service out, and it ended up being a pretty poor service. Now, that company Hammoq approached us as well and said, hey, will you promote our company? Now, we said, because it sounded like a pretty good service, we said, sure, let us try it out for a couple of weeks and see how it works for us. And if it's a good service, then we'll promote it. That's what we do with any sponsor that we get. And that's also why we have very few sponsors on our channel. We tested their service out for 2 weeks and it failed miserably. They were listing stuff in the wrong category. They were listing stuff with the wrong gender, wrong size, wrong item entirely. They were listing stuff without us approving it first.
It's frustrating.
Very frustrating. The service was terrible. So I'm not really that concerned about them working with Goodwill, listing thousands of items a month for Goodwill. That's the first thing. But as far as Goodwill selling on eBay goes, like I don't know who it was before said, but I think that like you said, they've been selling online forever. It's been happening. It's going to continue to happen. Hammoq actually put out like a 45-minute long interview with, they called him Goodwill CEO of South Texas or something like that, which isn't an actual position, but he's like the president of a region of Goodwill stores. And that was an interesting interview. I didn't watch the whole thing. My buddy Adam was like sending me snippets of this interview, and it was pretty cringy. But even Goodwill said, one thing that stuck out to me in that interview that Goodwill said is, well, there's a couple things, but one thing that really stuck out to me was they said that 30% of their revenue comes from like providing clothes to underprivileged people, or providing items at a value to underprivileged people. The rest of it comes from resellers.
Right.
That's what he said. So they cater to resellers.
Yes. Goodwill has branded themselves as this charitable group of individuals, right? They're like, all of us are Goodwills. We're in it together. We're here to help out the poverty stricken, people who are underprivileged,
Disabled.
Yes. And so exactly, they led everyone to believe that your donations are going to a very charitable cause and you're helping all of these underprivileged individuals, which is what you want to do, right? And that's not actually the case whenever you look at the statistics of their business and what it's actually doing.
And not hating on Goodwill, because we've shopped at Goodwill, for years. We've made a lot of money through Goodwill. We promoted Goodwill over the years. Like, we have no issue with them doing that. But I think it's good for them to be realistic with what they're actually doing. There was another portion of that interview where he said, I'm just going to read the quote to you actually, because it was really funny. He said, and thanks Adam for sending me this. He said,
Winner.
Yeah.
And then it's a breakdown of the profits, right? So it's like what the clothes are doing to help people in the profits. He said, we don't want to advance technology to get rid of jobs. And then in the same interview, he said, they're coming out with self-checkouts at the Goodwill stores. So it was a very interesting thing. And I think that, I don't know, there's been many things Goodwill has done this in the past with many different, they've tried to sell online and on eBay in different ways. I don't know if you remember, but when vintage really started to kick off, they did that blue box thing, that Goodwill blue box thing, where you got like a mystery box of vintage things from, I think they did it in like a couple South Florida stores, and that failed miserably too. So, hey, Google. Hey, Google. Okay, Google. Thanks
Stop.
for listening when we aren't speaking to you.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I could blurt out a bunch of different thoughts, but we want to hear from you guys too. I don't like the fact that Goodwill is selling on eBay, but I think that if they were going to do it, they should at least do it right and try to keep it in-house or use a reputable company. We would never recommend anybody use Hammoq. So I think what's going to happen with these stores is they're going to get a ton of item not as described cases against them, and Google's eBay stores will eventually just get shut down.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have thousands of items listed the wrong way, because they're not actually using people to list these items. They're using AI, and then they have quality assurance, which I promise you, their quality assurance is trash. So unless they put, $50 million into their system, it's not good. So
Great.
You set off my Google. I'm sorry.
Oh, I did that one time. Remember?
Yeah. A lot of the Goodwills let their employees get first shot at a lot of the stuff. Yeah. And that's the other thing. Goodwill's been doing some shady stuff lately, and I hate to see it. Stuff. Yeah. We had one of our past mentoring students and one of our Instagram followers posted on Instagram a picture of these, like, I think it was like 4 or 5 Kuji-esque sweaters. So like those bright, colorful knit sweaters. And he
looked like Coogee, strong resemblance, weren't Coogee.
Right. And he posted it. He made this Instagram post, and he said after he made the post, one of the Goodwill employees came up to his cart, to his shopping cart, and took them out of his cart and said, oh, these weren't supposed to be donated, and took them out of his cart and took them to the back. And then he went to the manager of the store and told him what happened. And the manager sided with the employee and was like, yeah, those weren't supposed to be donated. Sorry.
Those are our profits, not yours.
Yeah, but they were tagged with a price and put out on the floor. Isn't that crazy? And I've had multiple stories, because I reposted that. I had multiple people reach out to me on Instagram and say that they've when they've got to the checkout at Goodwill, the person has looked at the item and been like, "Oh, we underpriced this. It's actually $25.99, not $3.99." It's crazy that's happened, but they're definitely
stories we hear.
Apparently, they don't know how to ship either.
Items tossed in a box with little packing material. Bought a lot of comic books that just came stacked in a box. They're all just, oh wow, that's terrible, especially for something like a collectible, like comic books. Dang.
Crap. Oh no! What was their resolution for your issue? I would like to know. Like, did they have any type of customer service? I'm very curious how that went.
And the other thing is, like, there's the argument that people put out there that's like, well, YouTubers and TikTokers and Instagrammers are partially to blame for this happening. And we'll take some of the blame. I think that it has made a bit of a difference, because there are some thrift store people that watch our videos and watch other people's videos, and they get ideas of what brands are better. So we've inspired a lot of people to resell as well, right? Yes. So more people now resell. Right. So obviously, yeah. So we'll definitely take some portion of the blame for that. But reselling has always been a thing, and Goodwill is always going to miss stuff. So don't let this like discourage you from getting out there and finding stuff, because you can absolutely still find really good deals, even at Goodwill's. There's still really, really good.
And there's other thrift stores out there. You don't have to shop at Goodwill.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't want to.
Goodwill, my area, sells their stuff based on eBay and Mercari price. Shoes are from $25 to over $100 now since last year, once they found out about people reselling. Wow. Yeah, it's going to happen more and more. And it I encourage people to kind of, if you want to stay in the reselling game, you have to roll with it and change your model a little bit.
You gotta roll with it.
You can't only rely on thrift stores, or you need to start going to like the Goodwill bins. If prices get really high, start going to the bins, or start looking into wholesale, start buying from other collectors and stuff like that.
Are Goodwills like franchised out? So like each individual Goodwill makes up their own rules kind of thing?
They're regional.
Okay.
So like they're like the Minnesota Goodwills, that region is all under one thing. So like they'll run different coupons, and only the coupons in that area work for those stores. Then there's like the Brandon Goodwills over here, and only they only do colors, they don't do coupons and stuff like that. So each region is run individually from the next. Like when that issue happened with those sweaters that the employee was taken back, Goodwill International actually did reach out to us after we reposted it, and they reached out to the original person who posted the thing, and they can't. I mean, I'm sure they could do something about it, but they asked what region that was in, so that they could go to the owner of that region and try to fix the issue.
I think that the owners at the regions are actually violating some terms and agreements. That's the problem.
Right.
I think that there are shady things happening because they're violating those terms and conditions that they probably have with the parent, the very top.
Haven't been to Goodwill in a long time. We have tons of mom and pop shops. Lots. Oh, thanks for the $10, by the way. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Lots that are for no-kill animal shelters.
That's my favorite.
Make friends with the owners, and they usually work really, really well with you. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And then also thoughts and prayers to island thrifts, because they had to put their dog down.
Poor puppers.
Yeah.
Just know we feel for you.
Absolutely. We know the feeling. It's not nice.
No.
Kyle, what's up, man?
Hey, Kyle.
Kyle's in the chat. Where are you? Kyle says we missed you guys. Come back to Kentucky. Callie hates you, Kyle.
My finger.
Wow, Callie.
I was trying to scroll and it tapped.
What's up, Kyle?
Sorry,
Dis and
Kyle.
Dat. Shout out Dis and Dat thrift store in Kentucky. It's in oh man, what's the name of the city? What's the name of the city, Kyle?
Kyle, tell us the name of the city.
Kentucky, get in there.
We had so much fun in Kentucky.
Something
Kyle
with a
took us to
W?
all the good food. We got farm fresh eggs where the yolks were like this big.
Something with a W.
Did y'all eat any chicken? Was it
Did we eat chicken?
We did. We ate chicken wings at that one place.
Oh
really
my
good.
gosh, those were the best chicken wings I've ever had. They were as big as a breast, a chicken breast. It was insane.
Big as a breast.
Yeah, like they were literally as big as a chicken breast.
But breasts come in all sizes.
When Ryan just said Minnesota or whatever region, it sounded like he mispronounced Minnesota. Fair enough.
When you said Minnesota County,
yeah,
we have it's like Manatee County and Sarasota County, and so it's called Minnesota. They combined it, right?
Yeah.
Sarasota.
It's Manatee and Sarasota, Minnesota.
They call it Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when they did that combo. I'd actually have to look that up. Making me hungry. Yeah. Some chicken wings. As
far as I can tell, it's just Colorado Goodwill that's doing the partnership with this Hammoq company. So like I said, I feel like it's a test, and I feel like the test is going to be pretty poor for them. I don't think it's going to go very well using that company, but maybe they'll bring it in-house and they'll start, like someone said earlier in the chat, certain Goodwill stores have their own eBay accounts. And it's not just Goodwill too. I've seen Salvation Army do it as well. I've seen some mom and pop shops set up their own eBay. So it is what it is. Like, you have to be able to source from other avenues than just thrift stores, or travel, or source. There's a lot of people that source from shopgoodwill.com. So you can do, internet arbitrage and do it that way.
That's a good name.
Mustache Mike. The more I shop at Goodwill, I notice that most of their items are picked through before it even goes out the floor to sell in their online store boutique. If you find something questionable. Yeah, 100%. And, even like the one of the main stores in our area didn't used to do that. And then they got a new manager, and now they're picking everything and sending it to Shop Goodwill. So,
and so we definitely are discouraged to go to Goodwill's. And whenever we're out places, we always pick other thrift stores over Goodwill. And Goodwill's more of a last resort and a convenience for us. But there's a Ninja Turtle in the chat. Donatella.
This is your first show without Tatiana.
So weird.
She's buried in the snow right now, I think.
Yes.
Wait, I thought that last show when we went live, she wasn't here.
She was here.
No,
it was like her last time.
Oh, I guess because we missed a week.
We missed a week.
Yeah, we missed a week. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But give us your thoughts, guys and girls. Like, what do you think about Goodwill selling on eBay? What do you think about?
To me, it's what matters is where the profits go.
Yeah.
And I don't see from the numbers I've looked at and researched online, the profits are going to the cause that they act like all their money is going to the cause, and whatever's left over pays employees and CEOs. And that's not the case. And I just think that the way that they've branded themselves and this image that they have is like it's a falsity.
I agree.
And it just feels it feels sleazy. And like they pulled I feel like Goodwill is hoodwinking everybody with their intentions. Nice word, babe.
Hoodwink.
Yes, hoodwink.
But also, and then there's an interview with the president of the Texas one, and he says, one of Goodwill's main mission is to provide jobs, to provide work for people. And then he goes and says that they're putting in self-checkouts, which is gonna, that takes the jobs away.
You're saying you don't want to advance technology. So now everything he said in his interview, I'm already like sketched out about, because he's contradicted himself on a couple of occasions through the interview. And you're just, I don't know, it doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth,
Was at 4 different Goodwills here in Colorado, and each store was taking a lot of stuff to the back, like from the racks to their inventory. So maybe it is all the Goodwills in Colorado. I'm not sure. I know it's the one for sure, but I'm not sure if it's all of them.
You don't think that they were just like pulling stuff that had been sitting too long, do you? Because I know that whenever stuff hits a certain colored tag, they'll pull it off the shelves slowly, because they have so much, because their prices are so high that you can't like get stuff.
They need to cut it.
The whole mission is to provide jobs which require their brick and mortar stores. If nothing good is on those now, then no one will shop there, thusly making the purpose of creating jobs moot. Yeah. You know what? And the other thing is, one way to really get rid of jobs, if you want to create more jobs, Goodwill, and you want to sell on eBay, then hire people to list on eBay for you. Don't go and hire an AI company. Don't go and hire Hammoq and give them your profits, when you can just pay people and hire more people and create more jobs. That's outsourcing entirely, because all of their customer support is in India. So they are outsourcing the jobs entirely, and you're not creating jobs, Goodwill. So that's completely against your mission.
Yeah.
We have a former employee in the chat.
As a former Goodwill e-commerce manager, interesting. Without saying too much, I can say you are not wrong. It never made sense. It never made sense where the profit was going. Having access to the total revenue and salaries, 1 + 1 did not equal 2.
So we are not wrong.
Straight from the horse's mouth there, guys and girls.
Well, yeah, it's just Goodwill, a little sleazy. They're a little sleazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little dishonest.
And then they also say, again, in that interview, they also say that 70% of their revenue comes from resellers. So if you're trying to cater to resellers, why would you want to put your stuff online and not put your good stuff in the stores? The only thing that I can think is that instead of catering to resellers, they want to cut that out and go straight to the end source. That would make sense. But you have to do it the right way if you want to do it.
That's interesting.
Goodwill has a computer program where people are trained to rework donated computers and then sell them for way too much. Interesting. I've never heard of that before.
But if they're listed for too much, people aren't going to buy them anyways, right?
That's interesting. Where does the roundup to the next dollar go? I've actually heard people that work at Goodwill say that that's actually like the only portion that is legitimately.
That's what I heard too.
Legitimately like put towards the cause, which the cause is to create more jobs or to provide people more work.
Not automate the checkout process.
Yeah.
It's so funny because they're like, would you like to round up for this, cause? And you're like, isn't the money I'm giving you right now, like with all the stuff I'm buying for the cause?
That's like, it's like us saying, hey, we want to make sure that Callie is well taken care of. And then us being like, how we're going to do that, Callie, is you're fired and we've hired Hammoq to do all the listing for us.
That's so much easier.
Isn't that great? Thanks. You're so welcome.
I'll just look for another job. Good thing I've got that 10K.
Goodwill needs to stop before Ryan steps in. That's so funny. Again, I don't have anything against Goodwill as a whole. They provided us with a lot of good content, and we've made good money flipping stuff from their stores. And certain Goodwills have catered really well to us. So, and we know that they have done good stuff in the past. So, as a charity, we've seen them provide value to people who need it. So that's good. But I think as a whole, the whole organization together has a lot of flaws.
Yeah, it definitely seems like most of the money, instead of taking care of their employees and paying people with disabilities like a really wonderful living wage, the people up top are getting that money.
So far, you've made $10 today, Callie.
Yay!
I saw, where did that comment go?
Erica saying she'll hire me.
So this is, and 100%, Darren, at my local Goodwill, I can say they do hire people with disabilities, mostly mental, which is a good thing in my book. I 100% agree, as long as those people are treated well and paid a fair wage. Yes. Because we've also heard horror stories about, because of the certain employees having disabilities, that there's a loophole where they only have to pay them like $1 something an hour.
So stupid.
So
we have to verify if that's true.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And I don't know what area. That's all areas. I don't know if that's like state or federal.
Sometimes humans make me angry.
We don't know how true that is, though. We heard this from multiple people.
Appreciate it, man.
And it could just be like, my mom mentioned this when I was a kid this one time, and I always believed it was true. It could just be a rumor. We
like pushing the light in the car. You'd get arrested because it's illegal, but it's not illegal to put the overhead light on in your car when you're driving.
I know.
Goodwill price. This is an interesting one. Goodwill prices are higher than eBay. So
I've seen that.
The one thrift store that we went to in Kentucky while we were out there, we went to one because we were so busy with doing this other buy. But we went to one Goodwill store, and Kyle came over to me or called me over. He found 2 sealed VHS tapes in the glass case behind the thing, and Goodwill had them priced at, check this out, $99 per sealed VHS tape. I scanned it. I scanned the VHS tape. You can buy them all day long on eBay for $14.
Sealed.
Exactly the same thing. So obviously, whoever priced that watched a couple YouTube videos or saw a couple TikToks.
It was like sealed VHS to sell for $100.
Exactly.
It's complete misinformation based off of actual information.
Like the Black Diamond Disney.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly which one it was, but that also shows you that there's a lot of misinformation out there too. And you have to be careful about who you're getting your information from, because if someone's saying sealed VHS tapes are worth a ton of money, you need to say, well, which ones are worth a ton of money? Right. And if they say this one's worth $1,000 and you can go and buy it for $15, then that's misinformation. And unfortunately, there's a lot of that out there right now.
Let's look this up. Let's see if I can find it.
My daughter said that is true about the loophole. This is why she won't shop at Goodwill. Goodwill pays their disabled people less than minimum wage. So again, we don't know for sure if that is actually fact, but if it is facts, that's a reason to boycott Goodwill. And I would have no problems telling people, like, if that's true, I would have no problem telling people don't shop at Goodwill, and we could stop shopping there too. Yeah.
Okay. It is called Section 14C. All right. So it does say that Goodwill Industries, a multi-billion-dollar company whose executives make six-figure salaries, is among the nonprofit groups permitted to pay thousands of disabled workers far less than a minimum wage. This is
Where's this from?
I'd have to look over.
It's from a edu website. So
yeah, it's from a .edu.
Some disabled workers are paid just pennies an hour, and it's legal. How is that legal?
What is Section 14?
This person says they get grants to pay them.
So, Goodwill.
That's insane.
Whoa, we might have to boycott Goodwill if this is true. I always wondered if this was true or not.
That's crazy.
Okay. So Labor Department records show that some Goodwill workers in Pennsylvania earned wages as low as $22, $38, and 41 cents per hour in 2011.
Gosh.
In 2011, yes.
That's crazy. What was the minimum wage in 2011? Like $6 an hour, $7 an hour?
Probably like $6.
Wow. Also, while she's up there, shout out the niche lady. Awesome person. We met her in person in Vegas. Yes. Super cool channel too. Lady. Niche lady, however you want to say. But she's absolutely one of the real ones for sure. So go check out her channel. Super cool.
Yeah, she's been on Mikey Bags of Money too.
On his
channel. Okay. I think they went thrifting together.
So
did y'all do that?
Some, but not all Goodwills.
It's supposed to supplement the wages, but Goodwill takes it as their pay. That's actually crazy.
What?
That's actually crazy. So are they paid? Are they being paid full wages from the grants, and then Goodwill is paying the extra 20 cents or whatever on top of that? Or are they only getting that in their paycheck? Because
there could be some wording in there, like some lack of information.
Yeah.
We need to look into this. I need to find some accurate sources and actually find out and talk to someone directly who can prove to us that they did work at it.
My brother-in-law has CP and got paid under minimum wage. Goodwill was able to do that because my brother-in-law was hired as a volunteer. So if you're hired not as an employee but as a volunteer, that makes sense. Yeah. Crazy though. That's crazy.
That's the loophole. They don't hire you as an employee; they hire you as a volunteer.
That's
and
nuts.
Well, I know that they're always
$1 per hour.
That's so sad. That's terrible. It's a multi-billion-dollar company, and now they're doing self-checkouts, and they're doing this stupid company Hammoq, getting them to list thousands of items.
Lots of people are saying they're just going to switch tags, so Goodwill will just have to suffer the consequences of doing that.
Please, I just got a message on Instagram that says, please reach out to me as an ex-employee of Goodwill. I can explain why the disabled people are being paid what they're being paid.
See, now this is who we're going to speak to.
Yes.
Let's live call them right now.
Oh my gosh. Hey, put you on the spot.
Can we
FaceTime
them. And that's from a legit awesome person. So
we want to be very clear about what we know and what we're seeing online and what's actually facts.
They are privately owned. They're a privately owned 501c3. So it's a charity, privately owned charity. Yeah.
Oh, sir. So Daniel Lee says, I hired Hammoq for accounting, and they couldn't even do that right. It was a waste of money. They didn't give you a refund after they did a bad job.
Listen, when this company came into the market and I saw all these influencers taking the money, taking the payouts and selling out and being like, Hammoq's the best, Hammoq's the best. I was like, this isn't right. Something's wrong here. They're trying to pay off the community.
They're calling.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
No cursing.
Hold on.
Okay, we're going to put you on speaker. This is crazy. We've never done this before.
We're still live. Is that cool?
We've never done this before. Hey! Tally Alley in the morning. I've been watching y'all for so long.
Can we put you in the live? Because we're still live.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Say hi.
If you could turn it around.
This is one heck of a thrifter. She's awesome.
And if you keep the phone near the mic, I think everyone can hear her well.
Yeah.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi. Okay. So I am an ex-manager. Hello. I'm an ex-manager at the Goodwill in Northern New Jersey.
Okay.
I started working for them only because I wanted to know the ins and the outs and how things go.
Smart.
So within those 3 years, I learned a lot and moved up throughout the store. A lot of the people that are disabled, they receive disability checks.
Yes.
So what they do is they go based on if an individual, like depending on how severe their disability is, because and I'm only speaking for the state of New Jersey, they have different categories. You have level 1, 2, 3, and I believe it's 4 now.
Okay.
And whatever level that you're in, they go based on when they do hire you. Like if you're receiving a stipend, your disability check for like maybe $2,400 a month.
Right.
If you're only allowed to work maybe 20 hours,
that makes sense.
They'll hire you, and then it'll balance out the for you receiving the $2,400. You'll get whatever it is that everyone else is making.
Right.
But you will receive more hours. So with that,
it's paid up to the point where they can still keep their disability active.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. Okay.
Absolutely.
Because that's
now,
actually
no, go ahead.
That's been a question that we've had in the past with people. You know, they say I'm 100% disabled. If I start making too much money from reselling, will it cut into my disability checks?
Yes.
And that is true.
Right. That's why you'll find a lot of people who do resell if they have a disability. It's always considered under the table because they won't report it. Because if they report it, the state will automatically cut them off because they'll feel like. And I'm also speaking as an ex-social worker, so. If you were to come into my office and you have a disability, if you're selling on eBay, now how advanced the state has become, and even though it's an overload for one individual, the state actually have people like researching if you even mention one thing about you selling on eBay.
Okay.
So they'll have someone, as far as an investigator. Yeah. They'll have someone investigate you just to see exactly what it is. So if you mention your name, and then they'll talk to you and say, well, hey, you got an eBay store. You know, then it kind of balances itself out.
Well, that totally clears that up. Then I appreciate it. That makes sense. So there, to clarify, if whatever their disability check is, Goodwill is allowing them to work a certain amount of hours as a volunteer to get them to the point where they're still making the high cap of what they can without losing their disability benefits.
Without losing their disability benefits.
That makes perfect sense.
So it sounds like Goodwill is just taking advantage of employees with disabilities.
Yeah, and right. But on the hindsight of that, it's like the one thing that Goodwill does not have an overhead of is that 10 times out of 10 you have managers who've never worked with people with disabilities. So that's why when they're yelling at them and if customers see them, it's because that the managers are not fully trained at all to deal with those that have disabilities.
Yeah. How long did you work? How long did you work for Goodwill?
I worked for Goodwill for 3 years. When I moved back to New Jersey in 2018, I started working for them up until last April. Well, this April I just stopped.
Okay. And
well,
in
2021, not just
I feel like we should interview you. On
we
the channel.
should. We should. We need to get you on a podcast. That'd be
let's
awesome.
do this. Okay.
But let me ask one more question, and you don't have to answer if you're uncomfortable. But as a whole, do you think the company is good?
Will.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Fair enough.
No.
You don't have to elaborate. You don't have to elaborate.
But in the interview, we'll do the question so you can say what you're comfortable saying without being distasteful.
Listen, I'm an open book, and I'm probably too honest. So up north, we just say what we want to, and then take some consequences later.
Yeah, Jersey.
It was nice talking to you guys, but definitely, if you ever need any questions,
thank you.
I can only speak for the state of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and I've also worked in the one in North Carolina. So
it'll be
good.
It'll be awesome to chat more in length. But thank you so much for reaching out.
And I was happy to get in because I was getting a discount to sell resell stuff on time. So.
Shh.
Take care, guys.
All right, later. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Thank you. There you go. That was
fun.
awesome. So let me shout out. I want to shout out Angel because she's awesome.
She's awesome.
One heck of a thrifter. I don't know if it'll show my phone.
Blurry. Cover my face.
But it's one heck of a thrifter. Let me see. It's not popping out. One heck of a thrifter on Instagram. She's awesome. She actually also does Whatnot auctions.
And we're doing that tomorrow at 9.
Did you buy from her?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's. I was like, you bought shirts from her.
We should mention that too. In the description of this video, there's a link to our next Whatnot auction, which is tomorrow night on Tuesday at 9 p.m. We're doing 40 items. We're auctioning off 40 things. We're doing giveaways, and for every person who buys something, so everyone who wins one of those auctions, they're going to get to, it's going to be really cool. They're going to get to choose like one of 40 cards that are going to be behind us, and there could be prizes on those cards. So it's going to be fun for sure.
I don't know if that
Yeah,
works.
Pleasant Valley Picker said it. They take advantage of cheap labor. Like they're taking advantage of a situation.
That's their business model. Oh,
They're
we can
taking
find
advantage.
disabled people, and they can only make a certain amount.
Bill, they're
per
terrible.
year.
They're absolutely garbage.
Right.
So try to get a refund if you can, or try the service out and see if you like it. But they're absolutely terrible. I would never recommend them to anybody.
Yeah, we were very concerned.
Goodwill, Minnesota last year, not Minnesota.
Minnesota. You gotta say it right. Soda.
Minnesota.
Soda.
Okay. Was one of the top Goodwill and one of the top sellers on eBay. Interesting. Yeah. So a lot of Goodwills have their own independent eBay stores. The reason we made this video is because there's a company called Hammoq that's a poster and cross poster for companies. And they put out a post on Instagram, which has since been taken down. But they put out a post saying they've partnered with the Goodwill of Colorado to list thousands of items a month for them. So that's why we decided to do this show, just to get your thoughts and opinions too.
Wait, this is so great. I love this. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Funny. Because it snows a lot up there. Because
Oh
it's
my
cold.
gosh, stop it.
Ooh, bruh,
so
a lot.
Two Aussie
Lord.
thrifters, what's up?
Like 1,320 something pairs.
So how many shoes? Okay,
How many fell out?
we're
We
gonna
don't
do
know yet.
the full video will be out hopefully Thursday. I'll be able to get it edited out. But we got at least 1,300 pairs of shoes. We got another 200 to 300 clothing items, purses, sunglasses, and then we got 50 of these boxes, 3.5 foot by 2 foot boxes of like mystery items, Amazon mystery items. So it's crazy. We got so much stuff. It's ridiculous.
We are excited. I also got the coolest jacket ever as a gift from Kyle. Kyle's the best.
That's true.
The blue jacket.
And I love my jacket so
What's
much.
up, Best
I keep walking around the
Teeks?
house in it and I'm like, Ryan, look at me.
They bought stuffs.
We actually bought stuff from their last Whatnot too, which I haven't. It's in the mail. It's waiting for me in the mail. But
Oh, we gotta go pick it
I
up.
bought this really cool Jerry Garcia shirt from him. So, but thank you. I really
Ryan
like
will not get off of Whatnot.
Ooh.
It's just really entertaining. It's cool to see how people are doing different things, and we're trying to come up with like fun, fresh ideas.
Oh,
for
I
that,
didn't
too.
mean it in a criticizing way. Did you feel criticized? I'm so sorry.
You said Ryan will not get off.
No, it's fine. I won't get off of Animal Crossing. So, like, why would I criticize you? You do.
Oh,
you.
babe, this person's after your heart. You're a
I
shoe
was
in
about to
to
click
make
on that.
some money. Allie loves
So
puns.
funny.
Everything that I name is after a pun.
Why not? What not?
Why not? What not?
Why not? Why
That
not?
could be a jingle.
Why not?
That's awesome.
I'm excited for tomorrow night. It should be really fun. Ryan wanted to do something. Can I say you're doing the giveaway thing?
I said it already.
Oh, we're doing giveaways. And so he has one of my childhood family shirts from when I was a kid.
Whoa.
And he put it in the giveaway. And he was like, is it okay if I put one of these in the giveaway? And I was in the middle of doing something. And I wanted to be like, no, dog, I'm going to slap you for asking me that. But then I was like, honestly.
I'll take it out right now.
No,
wait,
honestly, it's a totally okay thing. But I want you all to know that there is a shirt from my childhood in the giveaway. We should show it. So
it's
that people,
not here.
No, I know, but we should like show it.
Yeah, we're gonna show. We'll show all the giveaways.
I want you to know that that's one of my childhood family shirts that my mom and my
show
dad
up if you want it.
And we're doing it as a giveaway. It's kind of cool.
Thank you, Full Flavor Retro, for the $5 super chat. And also, there's 424 people watching right now. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. We really value your opinions as well, so please feel free to put them in the chat. You guys know us. We've been rambling on for a while now. We're obviously not excited that Goodwill is selling on eBay. We're not excited about Goodwill in general, it seems.
Goodwill in general. But on a positive note, Goodwill does get items from people from the kindness of their hearts that help us make money. So that's nice.
Callie can afford lunch tomorrow with all these chats, all these super chats, Callie. Callie, that's like a gallon of gas so far.
Right? Oh my gosh.
So I do want to say we went to Kentucky.
What's up?
I really liked Kentucky. We want to go back for first of all, right? Not first off, but first of all, we want to go back for the distilleries. Bourbon Trail. We definitely want to go back for the Derby. So if anyone is going to the Kentucky Derby this year, that is something we very much would like to do. So that is something I want to prioritize and make a thing. The three of us would love to do that. If anybody wants us to live in their house with them for like a couple days, that'd be cool.
Chick Rocker, thank you for the $5 super chat. I feel like you should make a documentary series or longer video on Goodwill and all they do and don't do. Maybe that would change their ways. I would love to do that. That's a great idea.
You know what
we would have to figure out a way to do it. I would want to do it like Shane Dawson style. You know?
That'd be cool.
Like the conspiracy theory things that he did. That would be a good idea. It would be cool to get you know what? We're gonna work on that because I think if we could get some insiders. Maybe kind of like put them in the dark and like change their voices and stuff.
Yeah. And we will verify the sources, like make them prove to us somehow that they did work for Goodwill so that it's not just like anyone can just contact us.
Oh wow. You know? Paladin Global Market. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you.
You know what I wish Florida had more of and that I loved about Kentucky and Kyle? What? Southern hospitality. There is literally nothing as like warm and welcoming as Southern hospitality. So all you Southern people that have that amazing Southern hospitality, you're amazing and just don't stop because you're the reason why I think there are beautiful things still in America, you know, because there's a lot of like sadness and negativity, but then there's Southern hospitality and it's just like, it was awesome. I really like that about Kentucky and Southern states in general. Kentucky.
You need some custom Ralli Roots emojis we can send in the chat. How do we do that?
That would be cool.
I think we can do that somehow. I think we can do that. Like there's like a thing you can do to get stuff like that.
Every time someone has a famous last name relation, I should be like, any relation to Ryan Reynolds?
I did it.
Every time we should just.
I mean, I invited you to stop by at 2 a.m. Nothing like Southern hospitality.
That's true.
That's true.
Erica, you said you don't even have a room for us.
You should have, Erica. Did you see the truck and trailer?
OMG.
Going into Atlanta in that thing would have sucked.
And we stayed at not a nice hotel, and I had to call corporate and tell them like it was scary and I needed an investigation to make sure there weren't bed bugs in it because it was not good. I said they were like, "What's the resolution that would make you happy?" And I was like, "I just need a report from a pest control company proving to me there were not bed bugs in my room. That's all I care about."
I think someone posted on Instagram that Goodwill has been selling on eBay for at least 10 years. Do you think this will really make a difference?
No.
I don't think it will, but it's good to know. It's good to, you should at least know also, like, is your Goodwill selling on eBay?
Knowledge
because
is power.
If they are, then they're pulling stuff out. So it's probably not best to continue to spend hours and hours at that Goodwill if you keep striking out. it's better to go spend your time sourcing at other places, I think.
Oh, Erica saes we could have just slept on the couch and parked in the cul-de-sac. Why didn't you tell me that when we were
That thing
driving?
would not have fit in the cul-de-sac. I'm telling you right now.
It wouldn't have fit in a cul-de-sac.
Not at all.
It wouldn't have fit in a
It was a
cul-de-sac.
20-foot trailer and then another, or a 20-foot truck and then another like 3-foot attachment and then another 12-foot trailer. It was massive.
And then there's
like
this thing called the mom's attic, and I kept calling it the cat's cradle.
What?
Yeah, I kept referring to it to Kyle as the cat's cradle, and we're
And
like,
the
yeah, that
silver
thing
spoon.
above the thing. And I was like, I know it's
The
not
little
called the
boy
cat's
in the
cradle.
moon.
What is it? And it was the mom's attic. So I don't know why my brain read mom's attic. You called it the mom's attic properly, and then my mind couldn't remember that, and I called it the cat's cradle. Yeah, like
Niche.
like this song.
Niche.
The niche lady.
The
You
niche-
can say niche. It's fine.
Niche
You can
lady
sound-
has been spitting facts all night. Everyone should go check out small local independent
Yes,
trips.
agreed.
They really need your business, and most will wheel and deal with you 100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome. A lot of people don't realize that at local thrift stores you can haggle. If it's like owned, or if the manager has the power to haggle with you, you can bundle up stuff just like at a garage sale and be like, hey, will you take $100 for all this stuff? Yeah, so absolutely go check out local thrift stores.
Yeah, local thrift stores. I mean, and they'll say like if they're non-for-profit and if they're for profit.
All right,
Guys, Erica's like, come on.
we're coming back with the truck.
We're coming back. We returned the truck and we felt so good.
Yeah,
So good returning it. Ryan.
I don't know if you saw, but at the gas station, I came like literally inches with the trailer of hitting that little pole part. I was looking and like, oh, it's gonna hit, but I made it.
Ryan is very good at hauling a very large load. I'll tell you what.
That sounded
super inappropriate.
So inappropriate.
But that's a fact. That
Um,
was a large load that you hauled. So
Very
I can say that.
is Sellhound any
Adult
good?
humor.
I think Daily Refinement used it before. So we used Sellhound for a while.
In
we
the past.
we sold like 1,500 items through Sellhound. We don't use it anymore.
Because the company was purchased by another company, right?
Oh, I don't know. Where
They got bought out.
Oh, I don't know.
So
I
the
guess.
original owners and creators of Sellhound, this is what I was told. They're no longer like they're how much they own of it. They had to keep getting investors, so they own less and less and less and less and less. So they're
I
like
don't know.
owned by somebody else now, from what I was
Gotcha.
told. That's what I was told. Fact check me though. I might not be.
Yeah.
Don't take that.
Full
as a fact.
transparency, we don't use it anymore. But when we did, it worked great for us. And we recommended
Mhm.
Sellhound way above Hammoq when it first started. And like I said, we actually sold 1,500 plus items through their service. So if it is still operating and working the same way, then yes, it is good. Chick
People
Rock
like
is
it.
back
People like my
again.
jokes.
What
People like my
up?
adult humor. I can
Hey.
make adult humor that's appropriate for children.
They
'cause
made it
don't
to
get
Texas.
Chaz and Trista, we're happy you made it to
Oh.
Texas.
Ryan, I kept telling him we need to send you a video of us driving the U-Hauls and be like twinsies, but we
I
never
did.
did.
No, they've.
Oh, you did?
I
You
was
sent it?
chatting with them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Here's a little more help with research or snacks while undercover.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Shane's are awesome. You should contact him. Just saying. Yeah, that would be insane.
Ryan would. So Ryan doesn't ever like freak out about people, but Casey Neistat and Shane Dawson, you would
I don't not
freak
really.
out. You would
Not
be.
Shane. I don't watch that much.
You
I've seen
don't?
like 3 of his videos.
Oh, you always have been talking about Shane Dawson to me for
Mm.
like years. I thought you'd be so excited to meet him.
No, I'd be like.
What about Mr. Beast?
I would like to have a conversation with him. I liked his
Brian-
his podcast with Joe Rogan was really.
Yeah,
cool.
I was gonna say you love Joe Rogan.
There's
and
really
you
not
love
a lot
Casey
of like
Neistat.
YouTubers I would be crazy excited to meet. No.
I don't know. Ryan doesn't get excited really about
Have you
anything.
heard of Callie's World? She's pretty
She's
cool.
She hasn't posted
She's
in a
pretty
while.
sweet.
No,
I hope
that
she's.
one gay
I
video.
hope she's okay. I hope she's okay.
I have like all the rainbow stuff in the house, and Callie has no rainbow things.
I just got some new underwear and there's rainbows on them.
Where? Where? Show me the rainbow. That sounded wrong.
Wow.
That
I'll show you.
5 days in that U-Haul beast was rough, but we were pumped to finally
Ugh.
be in Texas. I know the pain.
5 days.
They had a car trailer.
They
in
had
too.
children.
Texas
You did
was
not.
No,
probably
they didn't
2
think they had
days.
kids.
Oh, you didn't have the kids with you? Oh, thank goodness. Because that would have made it so much harder. Oh my gosh.
Any multi-listing services? The only cross-posting service that we
Currently.
fully recommend is List Perfectly.
That's who we are currently using right now successfully.
Yeah.
So
They're awesome.
if anything changes, we'll let you know. But we actually know the owners of the company and they're amazing. So that's
another bonus. They're super passionate. They care so much about the company.
Thanks.
And they value the quality of their company over anything else, which is, I don't know. I would say nowadays that's pretty amazing.
You know what's funny? I agree. I think that if Goodwill, even if they raised their prices 20% instead of selling everything online, if they just raised their prices slightly and sold everything out of their store, but still made it affordable enough for resellers to come in there and make money from buying, because apparently 60 to 70% of their business comes from resellers. So if they just did that
guy said.
Instead of trying to sell on eBay, I think they would make more money doing that. Maybe they'll test that model. Maybe they'll test let's just clear out inventory quickly and let's do the sell on eBay part.
And do you think only certain regions will test that out and certain regions won't test it
out?
out?
It's going to be a mix and match of everything.
Did I say Salvation Army does sell online? I don't think I said they don't. Did I? They do. They sell online. I've seen eBay Salvation Army with their eBay stores on business cards.
I know people who have had siblings go through Salvation Army's rehab program and successfully completed it.
Yeah, Salvation Army is awesome.
Salvation Army does very good things. I know they probably don't always do great things, but I feel like if you were to compare apples to apples, Salvation Army does so much more good with so much less than Goodwill. And Salvation Army, even when their prices are a little bit high, at least I know I'm helping someone go through rehab, right?
How's the barn coming along? Spray foam?
Oh, you guys,
Callie,
watching.
While we're in Kentucky, Callie sent us this video.
I did all of that. I did not do all of that. But they sprayed
spray foam insulation. We finally found a company that had some spray foam. Woo.
Yeah, that's
look how good
just
that looks.
The section that I will be working at in the future.
Just the office portion's done, not the entire warehouse. But yeah, it's coming together.
We might even, because the ceilings are so high in one little area, we could even put in a cool loft for Callie to hang out in.
I'm down with that.
That'd be
put Ryan for CEO of Goodwill.
Oh
I would take that job and actually make sure the money went to the right place. I would do it for a year,
all of it,
and I would make sure that people were paid well.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate that not a lot of companies do that.
Yeah. It's
because I'm sure Goodwill was started with good intentions, just like any other not-for-profit. And then people get greedy. When money comes, when there's billions and billions of dollars, people unfortunately get greedy. So, but there are still those people who money hasn't changed them, and they will still do the right thing. So, Goodwill in South Jersey region has an eBay, Etsy, and Depop. They also have a vintage store in Philadelphia.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Really? That's crazy.
It really just depends where you're at. And I'm assuming there's probably some Goodwills that are really, really nice and treat their employees very well. But there's probably more that take advantage and put that money in their pocket.
I just want to see people getting help. You know, whenever a company says we're helping people,
your name is Goodwill. Do some Goodwill.
Do some Goodwill.
Come on.
Salvation Army does a lot of programming. They also run women and homeless shelters. That's awesome.
Yeah, see, I only know good things about Salvation Army. I've known people who've been positively affected by Salvation Army. It's just I've only heard good things about Salvation Army. So even when the prices get a little bit high, I'm like, I hope that they're still selling stuff.
Yeah.
And I hope that the money is going to a good cause, but usually it seems to be.
And a lot of those people, like the people working in the Salvation Armies, are super friendly and they like to talk to you and tell you their stories. So talk to the workers because they're all really, from what I've seen, they're all really, really nice people.
They're so nice.
And they all have super interesting stories. And a lot of them will tell you what Salvation Army has done for them. And some of them are still in the program too. So they'll be like, I'm currently going through this program right now. This is what they've done. So. Yeah.
Like addiction is a really serious issue, right? And they help people with a serious issue. And to me, that's amazing because when you help one person with addiction, you're not just helping them specifically, you're helping their entire families because all of the families suffer from it, right? So many people are being positively affected by these types of programs. And that's amazing. So that's why I'm like all about Salvation Army over Goodwill.
Yeah.
Currently, hopefully Goodwill does something like that in the future because they have so much power and it would be really cool if they did. Will they? I don't know. Should they? Definitely. I should be a spokesperson.
Back to unpacking Side Hustle. Chaz.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Yeah, 2 Aussie thrifters are leaving as well. Bye.
Bye guys. We're going to be with you guys for 7 more minutes. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the chat and we'll pop you up on the screen and get your comments. We'll do an update on the barn dominium build soon. There's some stuff that's
actually
happened.
something that's finally happened because of the supply chain issues.
Yep.
You all just saw it.
Spray foam's going in there. Well, also the pond has gotten big,
a little
bit bigger, so that started.
Some more fish.
Super excited.
We've got some more fish, so we are very excited. It's finally coming along.
Well said. I try to say things well and not
good.
Kelly's got my back.
Jokes.
And not. I try not to speak in like ignorance, and I try not to.
I like your hair, CJ.
Whoa, cool.
Ooh, big and floofy.
Here in Canada, Salvation Army always has great prices
like
and people
that.
working there. Value Village, Savers is crazy pricey. Yeah.
I wish
Savers
we had
is pricey.
Savers in Florida. So somebody asked earlier, it was like a couple minutes ago, do we have Savers in Florida? And no, we don't have Savers in Florida. And I kind of wish we did because they're awesome. We do have another giant thrift store and they're opening more of them called Red, White, and Blue. They are not for profit.
Did you just say that?
People know about it and they buy items and we like them, but their prices are very high and we have a hard time finding stuff at a decent price now.
What's the first Whatnot item you're selling tomorrow?
Ooh,
I feel like we should start it off with like a big banger.
I don't think you should start off with something big. I don't think you should. I think that's a bad idea. I think people need to get in. You need to like bait them a little bit with and I also think we should sell.
I want people to get deals.
I think you should get rid of
fun
the country
things too that aren't too expensive. Like if somebody wants a cool vintage Disney tee for $25, we should make sure that we have something in the $25 range.
Maybe we'll do the George Strait one first. The thing about Whatnot as well is if you buy multiple things, the shipping's less. So like if we sell the cheaper stuff at the beginning, people can get a sale under their belt. Like they can buy something for cheaper.
So the shipping's only
$1. Each item after that, the shipping's only $1. So
it's very cool that they did that. I like that they have a deal with shipping.
Yeah. But the link for that auction tomorrow is in the description of this video. We're going live at 9 p.m. So this time tomorrow.
And the reason we picked 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is because we wanted to make sure that people in California, it was 6 p.m. their time, 6 p.m. or later, and any time after 9 was like kind of late for the East Coast. So we tried to make it very the most appropriate time. Oh, you gotta go. We tried to make the most appropriate time for everybody completely across the U.S. That wasn't too late, but also not too early. So that's why we picked that time. I think that it was probably a good idea.
Rob C, there is not a Nas t-shirt in this lot.
No.
Sorry.
Lots of good stuff.
But there's some bangers, if that's what you call them.
So this is a good question. You can only use Whatnot if you are an influencer, right?
Kind of.
Personally,
mostly.
In my opinion, I think you need a following to sell on Whatnot. If you don't have a following, I don't think that Whatnot's...
But you can build up a following.
You can, yes, but that's what we're saying. You need a following.
Yeah, but there's people on there. Like I saw someone go live tonight that they've built up a following and people know they have good stuff on Whatnot. Okay. Now they have like 1,000 followers and their stuff was selling for like retail. So you can definitely build up a following. Yeah.
But you have to take a hit in the beginning is what you're saying.
Did not expect those shorts. You like these? You like these bad boys?
These were a gift from somebody.
You like these ones?
And they're Ryan's favorite shorts. We love them.
They match my Casio shirt really well too.
If anybody wants to criticize Ryan's shorts, I will fight you. Come to my house and I will fight you because I like Ryan's shorts. I just want it to be very clear and known that I appreciate them.
It's tough to get approved on Whatnot. It's an interesting thing. But I told them, Erica, I don't know if they pushed you through yet or not, but I can send you the text messages. He said he was going to try.
Oh, Mochi's done being up here. Hey, it's okay. Zero, come say hi.
Zero's
What's up, Mikey? Zero just goes and lays under the... Come here,
Did you just make fun of my tan lines?
Ryan has bad tan lines right now. No, it's so true. He actually does. Zero, come here. Come here. Good girl, come on.
Dude.
Come on, Adam. Allie's going to fight you. Adam found 2 Scotty Cameron putters in a row. One yesterday and one today.
All right, come on, Adam. Bring it.
Winner.
Oh, it doesn't say winner, chicken dinner. I didn't know you were.
Here's Zero. She didn't want to come say hi.
Oh, there's a zeros.
She's being a sweet pie.
Could you guys have viewers on as guests selling and whatnot, kind of like you sponsor them? I think they still have to be registered sellers. So once they're sellers, you can do like a sponsored thing or whatever. But yeah, you can do it. There you go. Whatnot is slowly opening up to people without a following. We have been on Selling and Whatnot for a few weeks without a social media following, and we are near 300 followers.
Nice. That's great. Yes,
and that's because you've been selling really good stuff, and people have been getting deals. So they I have you. We follow you because we know that you put out really good stuff.
Oh, Mochi, come on, get out of here. Hi. Look at this little thing. Oh, the little floofs.
Can't get away with the shorts where I live. I would rock them in Florida all day long.
It's so hot here in Florida, honestly. I mean, when you see people go out in public in like the 70s style short shorts, nobody even looks twice because it's so hot in Florida.
I wore them to the local country diner in Kentucky, and Kyle was like, people have never seen a guy wear shorts like that before.
Yeah.
They're gonna question you.
It was so funny.
It was funny.
We laughed. We were just like, nice. But we'll wear weird stuff in public anyways. Like my big furry
crazy
blue
jacket. Did you wear it to dinner?
Have you guys seen it yet? Hold on. Wait. We have 1 minute left. Let me go put it on.
Put your coat on.
You better go.
And just to recap really quick. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m., we're doing our second ever Whatnot auction. We're selling 40 things, and we're giving away 20 things.
What?
Yeah.
20 things? You're going to give away 20 things
away. Yes.
just for free?
Well, you got to buy something.
True. Look at that jacket.
Oh, my gosh. You're ridiculous.
Put the hood up.
It even has a hood. Look at it.
It's so extra.
You Cookie Monster jacket.
I'm a Cookie Monster.
Violet.
I'm going to do Cookie Monster. Can I say the word pimp?
Well, you did. You did.
You already said
I
it.
picked it up.
It's not a cursey wordy.
It's not a bad word. And then Ryan's going to do Tickle Me Elmo.
It does look like a Snoop Dogg outfit. Yes.
Snoop Dogg. Let's hang.
What Willie thinks.
I love
he knows
Snoop
what's
Dogg.
up.
Or Snoop Lion.
Snoop Dogg.
Ooh.
He's back to dog.
I know.
He's a dog.
I
again.
know.
All right, guys and
Here's my
girls.
jacket.
Thank you so much for watching. It is 9. We love you all, and we'll see you all next time.
Guys.
Bye.